Hello guys and welcome back to Big Brother, and we have the second live eviction. And guys, this is a chaotic episode from start to end. I did not know which way it would go, and it ended up going in a very surprising direction, I have to say. We started the episode with Tucker, Angela and Lisa on the chopping block, and honestly, I didn't know who was going to go home, because if any one of those had won the AI arena, it could have meant that someone different was going home. The only person I knew who was 100% safe was Tucker. There was no way they were voting out Tucker. But Angela and Lisa, we'll see. But if you guys are enjoying the episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all of them YouTube things that you guys do so well. And let's just get straight into the video, shall we? So we are going to start with some very juicy, interesting scenes between Lisa and Tucker. So Lisa obviously believes that the house is going to honor the plan to vote out Angela. She's like, yes, they're voting out Angela. I will be safe no matter what happens in that AI arena. Obviously, I'm going to try, but if it doesn't work out, we know Angela's going home. Well, Tucker basically cornered her and went, yo, I know that you were the extra vote for Matt, and I also know you have an upgrade power. And she's like, First of all, she's a bit caught off guard that he knows that she voted for Matt. Second of all, she's kind of like, upgrade? I haven't got an upgrade. And I feel like this whole thing was really confusing, because how have they not done the maths on this situation? Because Lisa, I'm fairly certain, was in the first or second, maybe she was in the second group of people to come in, I can't remember, but she voted no to let Ainsley in, right? We all remember that, right? She voted no, therefore she had to compete in a downgrade competition, which means that she could not have won the upgrade. How has everybody forgotten this? How has everyone forgotten this? Because the only two people, if Tucker knows that Mackenzie was in the first group of people and she won the upgrade from that group of people, then in the second group of people, the only people who voted yes and therefore got to compete in the upgrade competition were Quinn and Leah. And Leah's been very outspoken about the fact she does not have the upgrade. So therefore, by process of elimination, Quinn must have the upgrade power. How has nobody done the maths on this yet? How I would be sitting there and I'd be sussing it out, because it's a little bit different when you had Mackenzie, Angela, Joseph, and Rubina. That's a little bit different because there's more people. But when you've just got two people, it's a 50-50 shot. You know that it's one of those two people. It has to be. It cannot be Lisa, because she competed in the downgrade competition. I really just, yeah, really annoyed me, this whole conversation, because obviously Tucker's then exposing Mackenzie to people and being like, yo, she has an upgrade power, but he's also being like, oh yeah, I think also Lisa has it. And everyone's like, really? Nobody's thinking about it. No one's doing any actual work to try and work this out. I feel like, am I the only one that would be doing this? I mean, Tucker claims that he trained with the CIA, but I'm sure that's just a joke. But yeah, this whole situation just jarred me so much, because I was like, how have they not worked that out yet? So obviously, I was sitting here going, Quinn, I still don't like you after last episode. That was a shameful display on your part, pitting like T-Core and Angela against each other and just sitting back and being like, he, I caused this to happen. Yeah, I didn't vibe with that. And now obviously he's very worried that Angela's gonna out him. And it just makes me wonder why he would even try and make Angela look bad when she's the only one currently in this competition that can bring his game crashing down. Sorry, but like, if that information gets out, then I'm sorry, but people are not going to trust you. Your own alliances aren't going to trust you because you didn't trust them with that information. So anyway, we move on. Tucker and Angela have a chat, and Angela goes, I think Quinn's got the power up. And Tucker goes, you're wrong. It's Lisa. And I just sat there like, oh, Tucker. Angela's trying to feed you good information, being like, yo, keep me in this game and I'll keep hush hush. Keep me in this game and I'll keep stum. I don't know why she went to Tucker with that information and why she shouldn't just go to Quinn and be like, campaign for me to stay or I'm exposing your secret on my way out. And that would have shit Quinn up. He would have been caca in his panties. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It seems a little bit weird. I still don't really understand why Quinn would trust Angela with his biggest secret in this game and then try to blow up her game like less than a week later. It just feels messy. It just feels bad. And I don't think he's a very good game player at this point. I think there are fantastic game players in this house. Quinn is not one of them. I would even go as far as to say, potentially, Angela might be better than him. And I'm only saying that because I feel like as much as everyone is annoyed with her, nobody's willing to pull the gun and send her out of the game because she is chaotic. And therefore, she's always going to be there as that, oh, okay, let's put her up. Let's say that we're going to vote her out and then vote the other person out. It's just that you've got to keep her in the game for that. She could easily make top 4 just by being that person that they always put up every week and then vote out the other person. Like, at that point, it's a little bit traumatic. I won't lie. But I just don't feel like she should go because I feel like there's a lot of added benefit to having someone like her in the game where she is so loud, explosive, she causes a lot of ruffled feathers, but she is genuinely, she's loyal to a fault unless you cross her. Because think about it, she went straight to Quinn and was like, yeah, this is the group. This is the group. And then he betrayed her. Yeah, Quinn, you muggy. So there was a whole situation between Angela and Lisa that, again, I was really confused why it blew up the way it did. And it was just kind of weird. So obviously Angela's overhearing, I think it was Tucker, Lisa, Rubina, and Joseph talking in a room about her being like, oh yeah, she's going to be the next one to go, etc, etc, etc. And Angela's obviously listening outside. And then when they come out, they see that she's been listening the entire time. And they're like, ugh. And then later on, Angela's just like having a little bit of a joke and a laugh with Tucker, bringing him some cloves. And there's been some claims by Lisa that that Angela is mimicking her, taking the piss out of her, and just being a bully. I'm going to use bully in quotation marks. Because I feel like this is not bullying, really. In my opinion, as someone who's been bullied in the past, this is not bullying. And I think using that kind of language, it just doesn't help anybody at the end of the day. It's not productive. It's not anything good. Do you know what I mean? And then this is the bit that made me go, okay, Lisa's just making mountains out of molehills. Because before that, I was like, okay, maybe Angela is a little bit out of order. But Angela called Lisa a twit. And then Lisa acted as if she had gotten called the C word. See you next Tuesday. That was the reaction I got from Lisa in that moment when she was called a twit. Now, I am not American. I do not know whether twit has a alternative meaning out there. I know twat does. I know twat does. I use twat all the time. You're a twat just means you're an idiot. Same with twit. There is quite literally a famous book by Roald Dahl called The Twits. And they're just idiots. They're like just not very nice people, but they're just called the twits. And it's just, I don't know whether it's a language thing where like, because this is what really made me chuckle is obviously she started crying hysterically in the storeroom. She was crouched in a corner like note how you didn't see any tears. And she went into a corner to cry into her hands. Yeah, I've watched enough of these reality shows to know when there's fake crying. Do you know what I mean? So I just thought it was a little bit ridiculous. And obviously T-Core's there and she hears what happens. And then she's kind of like, okay, I'm not dealing with the situation because clearly you're overreacting. It was just ridiculous. What do you mean you're getting upset over being called a twit? Like I said, I don't know whether it has some worse derogatory meaning out there, but she was like, oh, that's so derogatory, that's so horrible. It's no worse than calling someone an idiot or stupid or like you're a numpty or something like that. It's no worse than that to me. So I really didn't understand the whole dynamic there. And it just made me feel that, okay, she's just making mountains out of molehills. It really isn't that deep. So, AI Arena. Pretty cut and dry. They had to assemble a puzzle. I think it was all right. I think it was a fine challenge. I thought there was some definite good moments. I was hanging up washing whilst watching this, I'll be honest. I was kind of bored. But I have to say that I thought Tucker was incredibly good at this challenge. A lot better than I thought he would be. So, you know what? Big up Tucker. Big up Tucker. Because he won the challenge. He did really, really well, actually. I didn't expect him to slay the challenge as well as he did. But he did it. And then he hit the buzzer and he went, I love puzzles. I really love puzzles. And it was like, okay, I guess he likes puzzles. But yeah, on the whole, really, really good. I mean, it wasn't that tense, to be fair, I'll be honest. But I thought it was good nonetheless. It was fun. So we're heading into the eviction, and Julie Chen was getting pressed that neither Angela or Lisa were campaigning for themselves. I feel like there's just not enough time for like them to pull people into the side room. I mean, there is plenty of time. I agree, but like, there's not enough time to do anything meaningful. So the fact that they're like pressing them to, oh, you gotta go campaign, and then they're like, oh, you both must be really confident because neither of you campaigned. It's like, really? They don't have to. It's not that deep. But the speeches were interesting. Angela's was chaotic, which is just like her, I gotta be honest. And she went, I'm sorry, I cry sometimes. I thought that was really funny. Lisa's speech was very basic bitch. She quoted Natasha Bedingfield. I think that's her name. The unwritten girl. She was like, and the rest is still unwritten. And I was like, oh, I've had that song stuck in my head for so long. And now I've got it back in my head. Thank you very much, Lisa. And she also said something along the lines of like, so can we just stick to the original plan? And it'll go smoothly. And I was like, really? Are you being that blatant and overconfident that you're like, yes, guys, stick to the original plan, which is to save me, and then we'll be fine? I was just like, oh God, I can't stand Lisa. I think I liked her at the start and I was defending her, but like this episode and the last couple, I've just not really been vibing with her. And yeah. So we have some voting to talk about, because the voting caught me off guard. It caught me so off guard. I was sitting here thinking, okay, it's going to be like 12-0, Angela's going home. I was wrong. Tucker voted for Lisa. Rubina voted for Lisa. Quinn voted for Lisa. Kenny predictably voted for Angela. Joseph voted for Lisa. Mackenzie surprisingly voted for Lisa. Cedric voted for Lisa. Brooklyn voted for Lisa. Cam voted for Lisa. Leah also voted for Lisa, which I was like, huh? Leah, what are you doing? And then Chemo voted for Lisa, and then T-Core also voted for Lisa. So with an 11-1 split, Lisa is the next person to leave the Big Brother house. I could not be the presenter because I would get their names mixed up all the time. I'd be like, Lisa, no, Leah, oh, no, whatever, I don't care. So, yeah, honestly, this eviction was brutal because Angela was sat there like, and then Leah, nope, see, I'd written Leah. I meant to write Lisa. Lisa looked salty. She was like, wow. And then got up, half-heartedly hugged everyone, walked out without saying a word to anybody. And I was like, this is awkward. This is horrendously awkward. And, yeah. And then after she'd left, Angela thanked them all genuinely. And I thought that was really, really sweet of her. And then we come to Lisa's exit interview, and she was like, oh, Angela was meant to be the plan all along. And then she was again claiming that she was getting bullied. I haven't seen the feeds this week. I haven't been as hot on watching little clips online. But I have a feeling that I don't feel like this is necessarily true. I have a feeling that this is just being blown out of proportion, as I guessed, because I feel like they would have shown more of that kind of content if they were trying to make it seem that way. And I probably would have seen more on my Twitter feed if it was as blatant as somebody bullying somebody else. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm just not entirely on board with this whole hate train with Angela. I don't think she's my number one anymore. I don't know who is, because yeah, everyone's just a bit meh at the moment. I need to get further in and like start digging it out a little bit more. But yeah, on the whole, really, really good. But that is all we've got time for today. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and do all them YouTube things that you guys do so well. But until next time, make sure you are watching all the other Big Brother content. Make sure you're tuning into the live feeds if you can. If you're not and you're in the UK, then you have to do like me and wait till Monday morning, Thursday morning, Friday morning, and pray no one on Twitter spoils it for you. Or on YouTube. Please don't spoil. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Keep on ranting. Bye now.